Hello, fellow studiers. This is Mighty Study Warrior again with part 2 of the review for iThink They Kissed. This is probably gonna be my longest review ever. Well, one of my longest reviews ever because it's such an awesome episode. Let's see. Okay, so basically in this review, the ending part is very important, and I'm gonna talk about oral communication stuff. Oral comm, they teach you that 93% of all messages are nonverbal. So I'll get to that a little bit later. Let's see. When Carly confronted Sam about the kiss, this is what happened. Spencer went out to go get some Wabajun or whatever that's called, pizza stuff. It's really weird. But Dan's real life friend Sako turned him out too. Anyway, when Sam thought Carly had a secret and didn't tell her, and then Carly says, "Sam, why didn't you tell me that you and Freddie kissed?" And then Sam has like a second to think about it. She's like, and then Freddie walks in. He's like, "Hey, do you mind if I go upstairs and install these cables?" And then he looks at Sam, looks at Carly, looks at Sam, looks at Carly, and he's like, "Uh-oh," inside. And then you see Sam's face get really mad. She's like, "You spoke of it." And then he's like, "Ah!" And then he runs out and he's like, "Leave me alone, Sam, no, ah!" And then Sam comes in and carries him. Warning, dirty mind again. Like I said before, Fat Cakes owes me my mind soap. I cannot believe that Sam can pick up Freddie. The fact that Freddie can pick up anything fast is awesome. Because I could never do that. Because I'm not like that strong. Anyway, she threw him on the couch and locked the door. That's where my dream is. Okay, I'm done with that. Anyway, and then she's like, she didn't beat him up or anything. She was just like, never tell me that because he's like, I didn't. They're like fighting in front of Carly about this, where they really should be fighting in private about it. But that's cool. But and then Carly's like, you told me, and then she told her about the laughing gas thing, and then Freddie gets up and just kind of fixing himself up after what Sam did to him, and then you can kind of see on his face, he's like, okay, just a little bit. And then I love how Carly implied that they made out. She's like, well, my two best friends make out behind my back. But she's like, but they both denied it, but they're not like rational. They're like, no, ew, I never make out, ew, gross. They're just like, no, it wasn't like that. We just did it to do it, And then the guys came out of the pants. Let's fly. Okay, I promise. This time I'm done. And then, she's not jealous. She's just betrayed. She even said this herself. She felt betrayed that her two best friends kept this as a secret from her for such a long time. And that she's just mad that, they didn't tell her, at least one of them didn't tell her about it. And then, when the prisoners come in, Sam, or Freddie's position is kind of in front of Sam a little bit when the prisoners came in. But when the prisoners move closer to them, Freddie moves closer to Sam. He moves, like, back a step and then closer to Sam like that. You see that slightly before the screen cuts off to the prisoners, and then he's like, you realize we're going to have to call the police. And then he's like, yeah, I don't think so. And then he's like, where's the duct tape? And then you see them all tied up in the chairs with duct tape. And then I love, because if Freddie really loved Carly, he would have been like, Sam probably would have brought up the fact that why did Carly tell him what the duct tape was? And he'd probably be like, it's not her fault. She didn't know, kind of. But he's like, why did you tell them where the duct tape was? He said it in a real monotone voice, which I thought was really cool for that part. And then she's like, well, I was trying to be helpful. And then Sam's like, yeah, you helped him, all right. And then she's like, oh, don't worry. Soon we'll all be free, and then I'll turn my back, and you two can resume kissing behind it. And then, like, fine, we'll tell each other everything. Promise from now on. This is the most important part of the episode, I think. And then she's like, tell them everything, and they're like, yeah, I swear. And then she's like, how long was it? Carly. I still don't think she's jealous. Some people probably implied to that part that she was, but I don't think she's jealous saying that part. I just think that she was just curious, because You know, she's probably like, Spencer, she probably wants to give Spencer some detail. It's Operation Give Spencer some detail, probably, instead of Operation I'm jealous. But she's like, so how long was it? And then, you know, I love how Sam and Freddie look at each other for the answers. They're like, and then Freddie kind of looks at Sam to make her say the first answer. And then she's like, I don't know, 7 seconds, 7, 8. I think Freddie said 8 because, you know, some people might imply that Freddie was trying to boost his ego for Carly by adding an extra second on it because every second counts. So, and then, like, I noticed this before it cut off. He gave like a little smirk to Carly. Not like a evil smirk, but kind of like a, yeah, smirk. And then she's like, oh. And then she's like, well, was it fun? And I love how Sam's like, fun? Like, are you seriously asking that question? But, you know, Sam owes her because she told her about the details about her and Griffin. But, and then, I don't know if this was just, like, Jeanette's natural reaction to this or what, but she actually blushed a little bit. Like, her cheeks were turning a little bit red. And she's like, yeah, did you guys feel anything? And then you see the camera cutting on Freddy. Now, everyone says that Freddy's one-sided and that's Sam for now, but this is when Freddy's true side begins to come out. It started coming out on iTwins, and it fully came out on iThink They Kiss. Because he, you know, he looks at Sam, and he gives her kind of like a, should I look? But she's not looking. You see her look, like, over there, kind of trying to hide her face. But he looks at her, and he kind of gives her, should I face? And then there's something called a millisecond reaction. This is where the oral concept comes in. When she asks if it was fun, he's just kind of like, can I say this out loud without getting beat up? I mean, after all, she's wrapped in duct tape. I'm wrapped in duct tape. I'm pretty safe for now. And then he looks at the camera to say yes. Or he was just thinking about what he was going to say. And then Spencer came in. It was like, no, Spencer, why? But, you know, I would have rather had that than them say, yeah, it was fun, or deny it, or even not bring it up at all. So, I love how Dan left us hanging. Even though I was mad then, I'm happy now that he left us hanging. Because, you know, it'll build some more speculations, and everyone has fun imagining, you know, before the thing comes out. I think that's what gets us most excited, is our imaginations take over. So, that's my review, basically, on it. I gave it 2 thumbs up. It was an awesome episode. This is my favorite episode that Carly and Spencer were both in. Because, well, besides Spencer and Chuck. Because, you know, Spencer's acting, or Jerry and Miranda's acting in this is top-notch, especially that scene just between those two. You know, Jeanette and Ethan were also awesome in this. It's really hard to play Lucky like Jeanette did. Awesome. And then Freddie's song. Oh, my God. I cannot express how much I love that song. Nathan did a really awesome job at playing that song, and that's my little review. So, I'd like to say that Operation SETI on Twitter yesterday did not succeed, but iCarly made it to the trending topics, which is awesome. That's like a step closer. So hopefully, if we get an episode where it says that, like, something about Sam and Freddy's relationship, you know, then we can totally get SETI on trending topics. I say that we should do that next time. And I think we should make it a little bit longer, just because, like, an hour seems like a long time, but sometimes it isn't. I think we should do it, like, for, like, a whole marathon, you know, like, say. Anyway, I'd like to make some shout-outs to Sarcastic Leads and Lane T. Woo! You guys rock. They are the reason why a lot of people make speculation and review videos, and they're obviously my inspiration, because that's why my name is Mighty City Warrior. I'd also like to make a shout-out to Sandy Mania. You know, he did his best on Twitter last night, said Sarcastic Leaves, and I saw other people, Thriller Queen 27, I think, and, you know, Fat Cakes, yeah. I'm mad at Fat Cakes, yeah, because she stole my mind soap. So, yeah, that was interesting conversation on Twitter a couple days, like, yesterday, on the chat room thing. But anyway, so yeah, those are my shoutouts, and, well, everyone, rock on. Oh, I Cook is next. Then I Speed Date, and then the iCarly Awards. I think that's the order. But here's a mini speculation for I Cook and I Speed Date. Spencer has a vision of the future. All I'm going to say is, I hope he has a steady future. I mean, come on. Oh, come on. We all know he's a steady shipper. Seriously. He wasn't like, oh my god, are you serious? Or he wasn't like, oh my god, like an adult would be. He's like, no, wait, give me the deeds, like a little kid, you know? And, then in I Speed Date, if Big if, Carly and Freddie kissed. Will he answer Carly's question in this episode or not? Maybe, maybe not. I hope SETI happens later, but for SETI to happen, we have to have Creddy happen first. So maybe 1 or 2 Creddy episodes wouldn't be that bad. We kind of need some more Creddy, a little bit, just to build up SETI. You know, it'll be more exciting that way. So that way Creddy fans can have their way, and then SETI fans can have their way, but SETI fans will be happier in the end result. So if SETI happens, or if Creddy happens, do not get mad. Do not stop watching iCarly, you know, because then SETI will happen if I shouldn't say if, when Creddy fails, you know. So we need that. So, yeah, that's basically my review for I Think They Kissed. So, until I cook the I Cook review, rock on, mighty SETI warriors.